Hello, everybody. Welcome to Midlife Live. I'm so happy to have you here, and I am excited today to introduce you to a reader that I have known for a very long time, who's an outstanding reader who's going to be joining me today. Gina, welcome. Is there anything?
Hi, Cindy. Hi, everybody.
Is there anything that you would like to share with the group since this is your first time?
Yes, thank you for having me on. Usually I'm in the chat moderating or commenting, but I'm happy to be here. And I hope that this is a uplifting and a positive experience for everyone.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you here. And so today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be doing, instead of the traditional readings that we've done in the past, we're going to be trying something called soul path readings. And so the question is, what is a soul path reading? So before we jump in, I'll give a brief rundown that a soul path reading really is about a person's intention when they come here to this adventure we call the earth plane, things that they want to achieve or they've put in their, I want to say agreement, but their path of what they want to do where they're here. And all of us have soul paths. Some soul paths are easier to see than others. And a soul path is different than like a soul contract. So a soul contract is kind of more between individuals. And what we're going to be sharing today is just what is on people's paths that I'm able to see by looking at that area of their life. And the other thing that we'll also be looking at is the fact that a soul path can have different ways of playing out. The soul path that someone has may have twists and turns in it. Some people have soul paths that are a little bit straighter, but ultimately, people do kind of have an idea about soul paths and what they are. And I know a common question would be for a lot of people is, how do I know if something is on my soul path? And so while we're waiting for everybody to get settled, I just wanted to say that how you can tell, for those of you that, and you're welcome to put questions about your own soul path in the comments today, but how you know if you're on a soul path is kind of a recurring thing that happens in your life, something that keeps coming up, something you're really drawn to, like if you've always wanted to be a teacher, but maybe you teach in a different way, or so we get clues. And I want to take a minute while we're getting started here to say hi. Welcome, Lisa Foster. Thank you so much for moderating today. And Gina from Sacred Key Codes and EFH 2024. I just want to give a shout out while people are coming into the room and here for a reason. Thank you. But anyway, so what I thought we would do is I had asked people to put in the comments individuals that they, oh, hi, Quantum Crumbs, good to see you too. Individuals that they wanted to have us take a look at today. And so what I will do is I will start with kind of the soul path reading. And then Gina, you can follow up. What kind of tools will you be using today, Gina? Give us a little.
Well, in addition to my intuition, I do have my dowsing rods. I have my angel cards. I have tarot cards. So I'm fully stocked here and ready to go.
She is ready.
I'm ready.
All right. So some of the questions that I had on soul paths they were a variety of them. And I'll put up, this one was from Crystal Blue, Pete Buttigieg.
Good one.
And then I am so sorry, but the person that put in Oliver Anthony was from the Next President's video. And I tried to go through the comments to get their name. So I apologize if I couldn't get your name, but you had asked for it in the comments there, which like there's close to 1,800 comments on that video now. So I gave it my best shot, but I couldn't. So Oliver Anthony is another one. And then what I thought was interesting too is John F. Kennedy. And with John F. Kennedy, he's not still living. Usually the soul path is somebody that's still alive, but it was interesting. I got something on John F. Kennedy that surprised me. So do we want to start with, let's start with Pete, and then we'll go to Oliver Anthony and JFK, and then we'll take from the group. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Cindy, can I make a comment about soul paths too?
Yes, go right ahead.
You agreed to that. It seems to me that when you're on your soul path or you're pursuing something that is aligned with your soul path, that it just seems to flow, and it seems like it unearths itself, or it just unfolds naturally. And sometimes when you're pursuing something that's not directly on your soul path, sometimes you hit more brick walls, there are more delays, that type of thing. Have you found that to be true?
Yes, absolutely. And I think a lot of times when people feel that restless, or they feel like in a job that you're doing, and you're like, I'm doing this job, and it's just every day you're hating it, and you're not, you know that you're off your path.
Right.
Versus when you're doing something that you love. And that's a really good point, Gina. When you're doing something you love, you just can feel that energy difference. So,
yeah, I feel aligned with it rather than like, this is all I'm supposed to be doing, or I'm not happy with what I'm doing. Yeah, I agree.
Yes. So yeah, and that really is when you're paying attention to what makes me feel good versus what is something that I'm just feel obligated to do. That is really going to help guide people, I think, in how they want to spend their time. And certainly when you're doing something that's not aligned with your soul path, it's going to be very uncomfortable. So, all right. So let's take a look at Pete Buttigieg. And take just a minute, because Pete Buttigieg is one of those individuals that I feel like there's a part of their soul path that is super, really, really clear and obvious. But when I look at Pete Buttigieg's soul path, I see a very straight line. Like there's one area of his soul path that's very straight and clear, and it's a thicker path. And this is imaging that I'm getting when I ask about being shown his path. But what I find interesting is he has a little bit of a branch that goes off to the left, and there's little, almost like the tree branch where other branches come off of it. This is the area where I think he might be debating some things right now. The path going straight forward for Pete, of course, is clear to see in politics. But I also heard that he is a way shower, that not just the path to political leadership, but also leadership in general. So if he chooses to express this in a different way, that is a possibility for him. But he really was intentional in this lifetime of showing people leadership strength, showing people during this time he's very articulate, and being in a position that could lead to a path to the presidency. But if he goes this other direction, it could lead to doing it in a different way. So I do feel a pull also in his soul path towards family and children. But for him in this life, this was a very intentional, focused direction. So
that's very interesting what you just said, because as I was sitting here listening to you, and asking about his energy. I heard the word focused as well. This man has a laser-like ability to focus, and he has an incredible reserve of energy. When he wants to do something, he will put himself all in and make it the center of his considerable ability to focus and to persevere. When you're talking about the branch, Cindy, that you see,
Mhm.
I am hearing that in recent times, there have been many who are attached to the political arena and have the insider's view of what is transpiring, who have become highly disheartened and discouraged by what they're seeing, and are asking themselves if this is insurmountable. Should I persist with this, or should I walk away from it? It just feels overwhelming to me. It feels like overwhelm. Just everything that he's trying to do with his considerable intellect as well as his focused energy. But it can get very discouraging for those who are privy to what's truly happening. And I don't know that we know exactly what's truly happening.
Yeah, there is definitely, it's a weight there, huh?
Yeah.
So, so yeah, it's for him. I think he knew at a young age, and the focus.
Mm-hmm.
There are some people who really do come in at a young age, just boom, focused.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's others where it's like there's multiple opportunities, and I have these things on my soul path, but in most cases, there's something that seems like the most driving force, and that's the thing that maybe keeps reoccurring, that comes up again in a lifetime. So that was really a good one.
Yeah. Very interesting energy. And I feel in his energy as well, he has the energy to me of integrity. Like there's a lot of integrity there about doing the right thing. If he chooses to pursue, he has the energy of someone who can make things happen and can win too.
Yes.
So the card that came up for him is the Six of Wands, which is the victory card.
Yes.
Should he choose to pursue a path toward the presidency or toward vice presidency or whatever, there is a strong energetic possibility that he will be very successful. But I'm wondering if the branch that you saw and that feeling that I had of, when is this going to end? This is so overwhelming. You know, this discouragement, if it would dissuade him, I guess is the word.
Yeah. Yeah, and I have a rune that I pulled real quick for him, and that is Wunjo, which we were just talking about him needing to find his joy, right? If as long as he can still find a joy in his life, I think, and that is probably where his children are going to support
Right.
that. But also, it's the rune of success, fellowship, and that really that does describe his personality. So
yeah, and the Six of Wands, when you think of success, and yeah, that aligns.
So let's go to our next one, and to our friend in the comments on the video, thank you for this suggestion, because I wasn't really familiar with Oliver Anthony. And Gina, did you want to share? You had some really good background on him.
He's a very interesting and charismatic individual, in my opinion. I believe he's currently 33 years old. He has acknowledged that he dropped out of high school when he was 17, living in Virginia. Oliver Anthony was the name of his grandfather, who had lived through the Depression. And this young man has openly stated he is not affiliated with either major political party. He said, in his words, he used the word dead center. He gave a speech at the Alliance for Responsible Citizens in 2023 that was so heartfelt and moving and plain spoken. He typically begins speeches with scripture. He has a strong pull toward ministry.
Yeah, and he's a singer too. Yeah, and he's had a very successful song that he
has a music career, and record companies were rushing to sign him. Richmond, North of Richmond, I think, is the name of his biggest hit. Songs recorded on his phone just went viral, and he was offered an $8 million record deal, which he turned down. He wants to be close to the earth, continue living in his trailer. And his goal now, he's stepping away from the music industry a little bit, because his goal now is to bring attention, awareness to those living in rural communities, and help to reinvigorate the rural community. He doesn't trust either major political party. He doesn't trust celebrities or politicians. He thinks it's all shallow and fake. He was talking about floods that occurred, that, FEMA and the state had said it'll take 2 months to get to these people that are cut off. And so I thought volunteers with chainsaws went out and cut down trees and got to these individuals and got them aid. And very grassroots.
Very much. So I took a little look at him, and what was so interesting about when I first saw him is I saw him as a young boy standing in the woods with kind of reddish hair, and I have a red hair son, so I kind of was like, I was like, oh,
I'm sure you do.
And I saw him standing by himself in the woods with almost this, what am I doing here? Right? What am I doing here? This place doesn't suit this place feels awkward, off to me. Like his vibration is higher than I think than he could express, especially as a young boy. But he knew, I could see right away in looking at him and his soul path, that he knew he was here to do something. It was that same kind of focus, but he didn't quite know exactly what it was. And so I see his path where Pete's was super straight. I see his path winding. On this winding path, I'm getting chills with this, he felt like I got the words wounded healer. That his soul path is that of the wounded healer stepping into his voice. And this was a part of the path that went into the music. And for a minute there, I believe he thought it was going to be through music. But I now can see his path going more this way. And it is more through his speaking and his connecting community and I see over to the right on his soul path. It's like he went this way and this way. Over on the right of his soul path, there is flowers. And that is the next thing. That is his soul's true intention, is this next thing he's getting ready to do. So, a really interesting reading on him. Did you get anything on him?
That's beautiful, Cindy. If I can take a quick minute and just tune into his energy, I think you're spot on. I think this is I think he struggled to find his place. And he refers to himself as a nobody, and all, the disenfranchised and marginalized people who are not celebrities or influencers or wealthy politicians, but they're the real people, and they're the people who carry the brunt of the decisions. They are the people who reach out to help their neighbors. I'm getting this feeling that he will travel around and bring his message out, but he is only the beginning. I am seeing many individuals step forward that are dissatisfied with both major political parties, who will use their voices to affect change.
Yeah.
They're not buying into this. They're not buying into it anymore. He just wants to help.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to help. And the angel card I pulled for him is helpful people. That's truly what's in his heart, to help the people that are not, that are getting by and struggling to survive. And
Yeah.
I'm very moved right now. I feel like
I know he's got to. Yeah. I got
the energy is so, like, I just want to help. Like, why is it like this? Like,
Yeah.
why are people cut off from help? Why do these, why are we putting so much attention toward and the hollow things?
Yeah.
Just a quick aside. One day I was meditating and I was asking the guides about, like, billionaires and, like, why do they need more money? Like, why do people who have so much need more when they could help so many people? And I heard that it's never enough. It's an empty hole. That need for money, for power, success, it's never enough. And that they seek the hollow things. And the hollow things, the power, the money, the position, the standing, the wealth, it just leads to emptiness. And this is a man who's connected to the earth and to nature, to the that the Creator's hand has touched. And there will be many more like him. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And that was such a good suggestion. So thank you for that. And then I'm going to really quickly touch on this. And then I want to go to, I see questions have come in now from people who would like us to answer some things for them personally. But this from One Sky Dance, John F. Kennedy, the president, the ex-president, that it was so funny. And I'm things sometimes happen for a reason. I thought, a soul path reading, I kind of was like, well, somebody's on it, but clearly he is already passed. But I got something on this, that his soul path left a message, left something that we're going to be examining in the next 5 years.
Oh.
And it has to do with his time as the president and some things that are going to be unearthed about the government and how things, revealing things. Right now is this time of revealing, that we're going to learn some more things, not only about what happened during his presidency, but also about him personally, health-wise things. His message isn't quite done yet. There is more coming that we will learn from his life path experience, was to, experience being the president, but also to shine a light on something that we haven't seen yet. So I'm just putting that out there because it's like the rest is yet unwritten about this final lines in the chapter of the book of his life. So very intuitive. And then the last thing I'm going to say real quick, just so we can get to everybody's questions, is So Patricia, thank you for Taylor Swift. My daughter has requested that I do an entire video dedicated to this young woman here. And I see so much for Taylor Swift, so I'm going to dedicate an entire video to that. So, but thank you. So, yeah. So I'm going to go to the comments now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go into some of the comments and see if people have, let's see. I have one here. So I'd love to know my own soul path from Sherry. And Sherry, before we share this, I just want you to know that free will is a thing, that paths can get there. You can get to your destination through different ways. So just keep that in mind, that what we share here today is for you to decide, right? And everybody use their own discernment. Okay. So Sherry, what I'm seeing for you is also this path that it's not straight, but it's not completely wobbly. And I'm hearing a path of intention, manifestation, and belief. And so if you find in your life this recurring theme of, I keep wanting to manifest and work on my manifestation, I keep wanting to test it to see if I still believe this is true, that I'm creating this, I'm co-creating my life, and energy work. So those are some areas on your soul path that I am seeing. And I think that I think you're pretty aware of it too. Okay. Gina, did you have anything you want to add?
Sherry, I feel that at some points in your life, there was a need there that may have not have gone fulfilled, whether it was in the area of supply or support. But you have had a shift in perception. And we know from the Course in Miracles that a shift in perception creates a miracle. And for you, things will be moving forward for you now. The angel card I pulled for you was the one of abundance. So my prayer for you, Sherry, is that light surrounds you in this divine now moment, and you are blessed in all that you do. Know that everything you've done has led you somewhere, and you have been on your soul path. You have not missed a thing. You are exactly where you should be. And I hope and pray that the light of angels shines down upon you always.
Okay. Thank you.
A beautiful card. A beautiful card to get for you,
Yes.
Sherry.
Yes. Okay. So let's take a look at, let's see. Gina, you're on. Okay. So let's take a look here. Gigi, soul path, please. Okay. All right, Gigi. If you'd like to go first, if you're getting, go right ahead. If you're getting something right away.
Gigi, as soon as I heard your name and tuned into your energy, I felt the energy of someone. I just heard, she's always so helpful. I feel like you are the person people call for support, and you're so kind that way. And your soul path involves, yes, being there for others, And the angels are saying, don't stop doing that. That's the card you got. But also turn your light toward yourself. You have been on your soul path helping others, but you will also be investing more time in your own energy and your own self moving forward. And may light follow you always, and may only good lie before you now, Gigi.
Yeah. And I second that, Gigi. I have a pull also to a path of healing and self-care and sharing that information with others, empowering others to see that they can heal themselves. And I pulled the rune for you, and this is Sawulo, which is sun, and I'm sorry, it looks backwards here. Sun, strength, energy, health, and success.
Oh,
so there is a pattern
I love
here.
that. I love that. Yay.
Yay. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look. I'm gonna go into the chat again here. Okay, this one's interesting. Zelensky. What a great suggestion. Sanity Claus. And that's a cute name, by the way, Sanity Claus. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Okay, so I write off with him. This is it is a very sturdy path. It does go in different directions. But with him, I think he knew all along. I'm hearing his voice. He felt on his soul path, I'm seeing this where it starts off more narrow. He felt his voice, there was a condition to his voice. As long as he was entertaining and funny, that's when people would want to hear from him. But in this soul path, he's beginning to see that it's not just that comedian, but it's the voice, and I'm getting a lot of chills with this. It's the voice of the genuine man that he is, that giving energy, that it is who he is. He doesn't have to be that performer. People, and this is being fulfilled in this life, that he is seeing that it is about the integrity of his soul that people are attracted to, not just the entertainment portion of him. And this path stays focused in this direction and just gets wider until his journey ends. But did you get anything addition to that, Gina?
I got a very intense feeling of exhaustion, just exhaustion. And then my guides showed me an image of David and Goliath, that he came into this soul, into this life, to deal with something that others and onlookers would see as coming up against overwhelming odds. He is tenacious. He is tenacious. I'm getting such chills all over my body when I tune into his energy. I'm praying for him, and the angels are saying that the situation will improve. It will improve. Put your light toward it. We are all powerful beings of light. The ground on which we all stand is holy ground, and I feel that if we are moved to do so, please send him light and healing energy, because he will feel it.
Yeah, he's a very intuitive individual too, which is,
that feeling of exhaustion just overcame me. Like I just felt like I couldn't even lift my head. But tenacious though, will not, even in the face of odds, like overwhelming odds.
And what's nice though is I feel like when he's done with his journey here, he's going to look at it and say, I was on my path and I did it.
They will cheer for him on the other side when he comes in. They will cheer and give him an ovation.
Yes.
I'm sure of it.
Yes, he deserves one right now even. All right, so let's go to Teresa Mandala 7676. Okay, so Teresa, And I see there's a few others in here, so we will move along and get to as many as we can, guys.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm slow.
No, that's fine.
Take your time.
No, that's fine. All right, so let's see. Teresa. Okay, Teresa, I think right away, I'm getting that Teresa knows this. Teresa, you know your soul path. There is branches here. There has been exploration here. But I feel like you're very intuitive, and I'm seeing your path, that it has been mobile, so to speak, but by choice. And I think that word choice is a really important part of what is on your path here. To be able to make these choices about the direction that you go is huge. And I think you have a lot to be proud of. I feel like you have made a lot of choices, and you're going to continue to get opportunities to make choices for yourself, to continue to prove to yourself that you're good at it. Gina, did you get anything?
Teresa, as soon as I tuned into your energy, I heard my guide say, first I saw you walking over rocks. So I think you've had a little bit of bumps here and there in the path, and that was something you chose to go through on your soul path. Everything we go through, I know this is hard to, it can be so hard to understand this, but it always leads us toward light and toward growth and toward understanding if we choose to accept it. I see your path smoothing out, but I'm curious, have you been asking, so your soul path has been involved having your experiences, some of which were a little bumpy, like the rocks I saw you on, but overcoming. And I feel like you have begun to surrender more, and that opportunity to practice surrender has been on your soul path. But I also heard, and my guide said, she asks, when is something going to happen, a lot. I don't know if you've been asking about timing for something, but they're kind of cheeky, and they're kind of funny with me too. Sometimes they gave me the card within the next few weeks. So please put in the comments if you've been asking about timing for something, but this is the answer they gave.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let's take a look at.
Cindy, can I just tell you though too?
Yeah.
I've been like studying all different forms of spirituality since I was a little girl, and all different forms of divination since I was a child. And I've had psychic and mediumship experiences since I was 7. I've come to understand, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, I always thought my soul path was going to be like the heavens would part, and, you know, the light would shine down, and an angel would appear to me with a scroll and say, you are supposed to be doing this. And it's not like that. It's like, if you're experiencing it, it's on your soul path.
Yeah.
And even those little bumps and trajectories we take have been part of it too.
Yeah, and there's some things that are bigger than others. It's that.
Yeah, there could be many, many themes to your soul path.
Yeah.
And you are where you're supposed to be. I feel called to say that. You are where you're supposed to be. But go ahead if you want to tune into Crystal Blue, and then I'll pull a card.
Oh, okay. All right. Crystal Blue. It's funny. So Crystal Blue, the first thing I saw was your path. Your path has kind of come a little, there's a full circle almost. I'm hearing like confirmations, getting confirmation to trust yourself in this lifetime. So sometimes you'll have a lesson that'll come up again. Like when I was talking about, hey, there are things that are going to be reoccurring in your life, that these patterns of what happen over and over again. I think you've experienced that. And each time that happens, you're on that your soul path of confirming the trust in yourself. So that is a big part, I think, of this journey that you're on right now.
I agree. That's so beautiful, Cindy. And I also felt too, Crystal Blue, that one of your growth opportunities has been to practice forgiveness. And sometimes everyone who's watching this right now is an empath and a light worker. You would not be drawn to this if you were not. And for empaths and light workers, it can be very hard to forgive ourselves. The card I pulled for you is one of forgiveness. When you choose to forgive, or we forgive ourselves, it opens a channel for grace to come into our lives. I feel that you have a beautiful soul energy. You are on the right path. You are going to be freed. You are going to be freed because that's what forgiveness of self and others does for us. So I send you a prayer of blessings, and may only good lie before you now.
All right, thank you. Okay, and now we're going to go to
Cindy, you're doing all the work here.
I know.
I just get to tune into all these beautiful energies.
Yeah. Well, we got to figure out how you can see the comments next time, right? Okay, so I'm going to. You know what I'm going to do is, if you're here, is it CTX? So TX Chick 09. If you're here, please put I'm here in the comment and in the comment section so we know you're here. So if you're still here, put in a I'm here. And okay, so let's see, new comments. Yes, okay, she's here. All right. So how much longer will I be a caregiver for my family? What did you get there, Gina?
The angels want you to know. They feel how tired you are. And I feel for some reason your sleep may be disrupted too. I don't know if someone gets up in the night. You asked a timing question, and the card that came out was a year from now. So some type of shift will be happening. But please remember that you are blessed, you are loved. And I believe that heaven holds a special place for the caregivers.
That is
Hang
true.
in there. Hang in there. And please try to rest if you can.
Yeah, because I got a little something on sleep too. I got a message.
Yeah, I want you to get some sleep, please.
Yes.
I'm going to leave you for a little while.
Yeah. And that's another thing too, to all the empaths and caregivers in here. Sometimes we're so willing to give help and we forget to ask for it for ourselves, right?
Yes, we're not comfortable taking help.
Yeah.
It's very.
And I think that's part of the message too. Like, I feel there's somebody in your life that you can ask for help, but you're maybe hesitating. But I do get new beginnings.
I love it.
For you. And I got the rune. I pulled a rune, and then I want to pull a clarifier card, because this rune here is Hagalas, and this is a rune of, loss and change. It can be of upheaval, etc. I feel like the energy you're feeling here is going to be followed with new beginnings. Timing wise, and that's the hardest part, because I'm hearing it's when it's supposed to, like, there's still one thing that needs to be clarified, I think, timing wise. I'm going to pull a few. I'm going to try something different here.
Ooh, what is it?
I'm going to do something unusual that we'll see how this goes.
We'll see. It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. So I use Uno cards, because they have numbers on it.
I love this.
Before? Okay. So let's give this a try, and let me see if I can get a couple of consistent numbers here. Okay. Okay. So I got 2 4s here.
Oh, stability.
Okay. And there's a 6 in the back. And this could even mean 4 to 6 months before you're feeling some relief in this area. So if I look at this as my timing card, and it's so funny, at the very bottom of this deck, there's another 4.
Wow.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that in 4 months, you're going to start feeling some relief. And maybe in 6 months, things are going to become more clear. So that's what I get from these. So there you go. The first Uno reading of the day.
Cindy, I'm going to chime in here. Angel number 644, I just looked it up really quickly, is a powerful message to build strong, stable foundations for your future. And Sat X Chicken 09, my guys also said, if you can do it more than once a day, they would love it. But if you can just once a day, name things that you're grateful for. And you can even frame it with things that you want to come into your life. I am so grateful that I have care and support for myself. I am so grateful that there's time in my day to address my own needs. I am so grateful that I have whatever it is, even if it's just a bed, clean air, water, whatever it is. If you could just do that a little bit, they're telling me that that will help shift energy as well.
Yes.
And please, if you get any feedback for us, please put it in the comments.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
curious to know.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay, so I have, oh wait, no, wrong one here. I have another one I would like, here we go. Okay. So, and I like this, is you can, it's specific. I would like a soul path reading.
I'll be waiting for
How
my
long? Okay.
Oh.
I will be waiting for love in my life. Okay, so Special K, this is probably where you're going to scream at me. There is some things that I am seeing on your soul path or your desire to do in this lifetime that you want to know that you could accomplish yourself. Not that you are saying you don't want love in your life, but in this lifetime, I feel that once you realize, oh, I was able to do that myself, that door, the branch to the love is over there. But this is this is happening intentionally because there's something you want to prove to yourself that you can do and it not be reliant on having someone else. Okay. Gina?
My card aligns. The angels sent this card for you, Special K, and it aligns with what Cindy just said. They're saying it's up to you. That sometimes you feel a little powerless in the situation. You have tremendous power. Make choices aligned with what you need in the moment, and those who are meant to be with you will be drawn to your energy. I'm hearing this very clearly for you now. It's up to you. Your soul path is to act and enact. We are responsible only for our own paths and not for, we all want to be responsible for other people's paths, but the truth is we have to focus on our own. So I'm sending you every blessing and love and light, and I pray that only good lies before you now. But it's up to you. Recognize your own power because you are powerful.
Yes. Okay, so let's take a look. We'll do one more, and then I want to end with one that someone put in here that's a well-known person.
Okay.
So let's see. Here we go. And then, Angel, if you're here, can you please put that you're here in the chat so we know you're here? Okay, so we'll go. I'm not thinking. Let's go to, since it looks like Angel's not here, let's go to Lisa here. Hang on. To our friend and moderator here, Lisa, Soul Path. So Lisa, I'm seeing your path. It's really interesting. It's very solid. Like the foundation of your soul path is super solid. Like when you came into this life, you had a definite intention of what you wanted to accomplish in this lifetime. And then I see these branches that come off. And I hear you left it open for possibilities, like strong intention with possibilities. On this branch off to the right, it's very interesting because, like with one of the other readings we just did, I see a path that leads to these flowers. And I think that is where you're heading. And that is, it's really interesting. Go ahead, Gina, if you're getting something. Go ahead.
I immediately got, Lisa, when I tuned into your energy, first of all, blessings to you. When I got pulled into tuned into your energy, I immediately got pulled into the spirit realm. And I felt like my mediumship, crown chakra opening. There's someone on the other side who clearly wants to give you a message. I don't know who that is. If you have a feeling who it is, it could be a pet, it could be a passed on loved one, it could be a friend on the other side. But they're encouraging you to ask for help from others. Ask for help from others, Lisa. And they are sending you so much love. And I feel like hugs and kisses too. So that is my prayer and a blessing for you. And may the angels always watch over you.
Yes, and I got the rune radio. And what's interesting, it talks about the journey, the traveling, the destiny. There is something about this lifetime that you left, I feel like, open for some exploration. And the rune is saying that too. So if you feel like it's not so clear sometimes, I think it's because the rest of that saying the rest is less is not yet written, because you have opportunities to get there in different ways. It's a very interesting, yeah.
Cindy, do you think that, like, when I immediately got pulled up and into the spirit realm, is there a possibility that maybe there's mediumship? Lisa has mediumship ability, or is it a connection with somebody on the other side that's very strong? Because I immediately got pulled out.
Yeah, I feel there is somebody on the other side that really would like to connect with her more. I think that's what you're picking up. And she also probably would be very good at mediumship too. But yeah, I do think that, and I think probably if Lisa were to sit and quietly and say, okay, who's trying to connect with me? You would probably.
But whoever this person is, they're like, and I don't know if you have siblings or who's around you, but they want you to ask them for help.
Yes, I feel like it's maybe a parent in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I guess we do have Angel is back, and then we'll finish up with Angel, and then we'll do that one that I wanted to do, and let's go back to Angel. Okay, Angel, soul path.
Angel, your heart. I see work. Like, are you working a lot? Are you a hard worker?
Angel, I see on your soul path a little loop. And in that loop is wanting a confirmation on something. So part of your soul path here is to get confirmation on something, clarity on something. And I think you know what that is. And if it keeps coming up in your life, like clarifying that you are like strong enough, smart enough, that I'm getting trusting yourself. Trusting yourself is part of this life path journey for you. Learning that you are a trustworthy person. Trust yourself, trust your decisions, trust your choices.
Cindy, it's so funny that you're saying, well, it's not funny. It's guided. Before, when Angel, you had his name up, his or her name up before, the angel card I pulled and I put it back in the deck because I didn't think we didn't know if Angel was here, but it was have faith. And it aligns with what you're saying. Angel, the angels are around you. Have faith. Have faith in what you want to see come into your life, that it will. Believe. Ask the angels to help you. Believe that they will. Thank them for their help and then release it. But I also felt like something about work. I don't know if there's something about work with you. Either you're working hard or you want to work, but or you want to stop working. But have faith that what you want is happening. It's coming. Sometimes it starts on more energetic levels and then manifests. And faith is the catalyst that helps bring things into existence. So blessings to you, and I wish you all the best always.
Okay, now here is our last one on Gina. I'm picking this one because I think it's going to be a fun one to end on.
Woo.
And even though Jimmy Buffett is not with us, I feel like he still is.
I can't find the faith card. Okay, I'll give up. Okay.
All right. So let's go with Jimmy Buffett. And I think we certainly could all be happy in Margaritaville right now, right?
Yes.
His soul path is a little unexpected.
Oh, I just picked something up immediately.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know anything about Jimmy Buffett, but I heard you would be surprised at is he still in a body?
No, he passed away.
I don't feel him in a body. He's not in a body, is he? Is he on the other side?
He's on the other side.
I heard you would be surprised at how serious I am. How serious.
Exactly.
Yeah. You would be surprised because you think of him like lying on a beach and,
Yes. What I see is a very strong soul path, serious soul path.
Yeah, serious.
Prove that he could succeed in something that he felt he needed to experience the success in this lifetime. Maybe it has to do with a previous lifetime where he didn't feel successful. But his intention, and he stayed on it. Even though it was all fun and games, this was a very straight, focused.
You know who they just showed me too, like as an analogy? They're showing me Dean Martin. And you know how like Shirley MacLaine said, go out and be Dino, with the drink and everything. But he was really a serious kind of introverted person in real life. Like they're saying that's kind of like Jimmy's energy. Like he like what you said, that there's a more serious focused side to him that people don't expect when they met him.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. So that was you. So you just never know. You might think, but people are here for all different reasons. And our life paths can be winding and still, we can still be on the path. And like Gina had mentioned a while ago, if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm on my life path, you are. If you get detoured, you'll feel it. But look for those patterns. And, just know that you have guidance too, that the universe has a way of kind of reminding you if you've gotten off your path. So
yeah, even those detours could be written in,
yes.
everything. every blade of grass has a message for us. It's all around us. The signs, the guidance, the support. It's a matter of paying attention to it.
Yes. So I want to thank everybody who put in the questions and who asked for their own personal readings. And I want to thank you, Gina, so much for sharing your talent with us and doing the bold thing and stepping in front of the camera and sharing your readings. And it's nice to get the two different perspectives on it. And I think it works so well with the soul path too. So great to have you here. And I'll just remind everybody, if you'd be so kind as to hit the like button and share the channel with your friends too. And Gina, should we put, I'll put your email in the description box if people want to reach out to you. Is that the best?
I have nothing to offer except I'm sending love and blessings to everyone in the chat. I don't have a YouTube channel. I work as a school psychologist. I am deeply devoted and committed to uplifting others and helping out. So if this helped you a little bit, I'm very grateful for that. And thank you. And thank you, Cindy, for always being so generous and inviting me on. I had so much fun, and it was like, oop, it's over.
I know, it was quite fast, doesn't it? I'm like, oh, wow, we're there.
I'm like,
so I think we should all remember that.
And we have to,
Don't forget to love the margaritas.
Yay, love margaritas.
Anyway, thank you again, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you next time. So let me go right here and take care. See you soon. Look for my new videos. Bye.
Yes.